There you are, Morning Manna faithful. Heather here. It's our third day of this series where we have been exploring Psalm chapter 1. I don't know about you, but I think it's sometimes helpful to take some time and reflect on the Psalms. They're so relatable. They touch on our human emotions and express those feelings that all of us have felt. At the same time, the Psalms are packed with little theological nuggets and practical approaches to a lifestyle of passionately pursuing your relationship with God. I think Psalm 1 is a psalm that is so incredibly practical. Let's hear it again. Blessed is the one who does not walk in step with the wicked, or stand in the way that sinners take, or sit in the company of mockers, but whose delight is in the law of the Lord, and who meditates on his law day and night. That person is like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in season, and whose leaf does not wither. Whatever they do prospers. Not so the wicked. They are like chaff that the wind blows away. Therefore, the wicked will not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the assembly of the righteous. For the Lord watches over the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked leads to destruction. Remember from yesterday, I told you we would see where a lifestyle of delighting in and meditating on God's word would take us. That picture is in verse 3. And I love that it's a picture. I'm visual, so when I read or hear something, I can see it. Verse 3, that person is like a tree planted by streams of water. In my mind's eye, I can see this strong, sturdy tree, like an olive tree with those thick, massive trunk. This tree doesn't get shaken. Sure, storms come, the branches rattle around. That happens to every tree. But here, in this spot, the tree is secure. It need not fear the storm. It has the right root system. I think of the streams of water as the source, an abiding relationship with God and His Word. When we are properly and truly rooted in God's Word, His ways, His presence, we experience the rest of the verse, which goes, which yields its fruit in season. You are fruitful. You do the works that God has prepared for you. You walk into His purpose. This is where I want to be. It continues, and whose leaf does not wither. This image invokes in me the thought of rest. You know, rest is not just sitting still. You can be still and totally out of rest. And you can be busy and in rest. A full, fruitful, unwithered leaf is the result of a spirit at rest. You could also say it this way. You live with a satisfied soul. You aren't relying on your work. You're trusting in God's presence. Verse 3 finishes with, whatever they do prospers. God delights to prosper you. That doesn't mean He plans to make every person rich, but in His presence is the full provision that your life needs. God's favor goes along with His presence. Live in God's presence, and you cannot escape His favor. This beautiful picture is what I pray for every single one of us. God bless you, Manna Church.